the site of Super Bowl 56, set to be contested this upcoming February. We're at the gorgeous new SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood.
Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Los Angeles Chargers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll run for the first time with Austin Ekeler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. On the ground, it's Ekeler. 7 yards there and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On second and 15 now. Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Watson just beating the play clock. Going deep here for Allen. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's taken it around the 40. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
49-yard line.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Bengal first down.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now Burrow on first down.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Third and 2, now Burrow. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Uchenna Nwosu. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way,
now Burrow loses the football and picked up by the Chargers. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, 5, and he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. Big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Chargers 7, Bengals nothing.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
12 yards there and a first down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Open man is Higgins. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. T. Higgins, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
On this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On second and 7, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A shotgun snap for Watson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. From the 36, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He had 3 catches last week. That one his third on this drive alone. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
3rd and 6.
The Chargers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator's a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. They'll start with the option. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Burrow, 43 yards. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up and down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it's third down.
That was pretty nice to watch as he matched the route with the receiver and stayed right there, stuck to him like glue, almost hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder, helped force the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, here's Watson. Open man, it's Allen. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Keenan Allen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the 2nd half.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. And he powers his way up past the 30. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense that looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Mixon hit, and oh, the ball is out. And picked up by the Chargers. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again is Watson. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow got a man open. It's Ross. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one is right down Broadway. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and the half will begin with a touchback. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers 30. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him, and once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Now Joe Mixon. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
First down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. We have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers? And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that one will be accepted. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. To throw is Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Give him 7 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Watson. And it's complete. Henry. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
It's Eckler again. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Von Bell. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he's into the clear. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, 89 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Watson. And that will be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for L.A. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Well, he's had success running the football in this one, and that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
On 2nd down now, Mixon. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Going up top. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now a man open down the middle of the field.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Operating from the gun, Watson. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Going deep here for Allen. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Watson. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for Will Fuller.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Watson looks to throw again. He finds his target, Fuller. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. To the air yet again, Watson. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it.
Watson's pass intercepted by...
I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That man right there, John Ross, remember, he ran the fastest combine 40 in history, 4.22 seconds, and he showed off that speed right there. Wow.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun again to Mixon. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. But and he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the in trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Going deep down. This is caught at the 20. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. Give him 32 yards as we inch our way to the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Will Fuller was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again, Watson. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Fuller. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
This complete to Henry over the middle. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 18 big yards on that one and a Charger first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge. Again,
it's Mixon. And
inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback,